Why do you like chapter 1?
Why do I like chapter 1? I get to see how much you grow. So you get to grow not only with your reading skills, but you also get to grow with your confidence, because look at you two, you're so confident. Chapter 1 is when a volunteer gives up some time to read with a child in the classroom. They ring the classroom laptop and the child then has a 30-minute reading session a week with that volunteer. Pedro! With chapter 1 on how it fits in your school day, the teacher has the schedule and they can block out areas of the day that the children might not be in class, for example lunchtime or break time, and then that leaves available slots in the day when the volunteers can ring the classroom. They can just book in then for their 30-minute session with that child, but it doesn't have an impact really on the teaching day to day. It just sort of slots in perfectly, which is really nice. When you're choosing the children, you're told you can pick up to 10 children. How do you feel, Joaquin, when you're doing your chapter 1 sessions? How do you feel?
Excited.
Excited? Why do you feel excited about doing your chapter 1 sessions?
I get to choose my favorite the story I want to read.
The volunteers from chapter 1 are from corporate companies. They're volunteering with their time to read with the children. Building that relationship helps that child with their confidence too, because they get excited to think, well, somebody's ringing just to speak to me and somebody just wants to talk to me every single week.
The way they work is really well thought out, so that all the checks are done by chapter 1. They do all the safeguarding training that you'd have to be really mindful of as a school.
A brightly painted boat was tugging down a canal.
So if we just go back to that last word, this is reading. If you love reading, I would describe it as the best way you can spend 30 minutes in a week.
I think teachers' time is really, really stretched in a classroom, especially when you're in a school where the needs are high. It gives them peace of mind that those children who are not necessarily making high demands are still going to fulfil their potential, because they're becoming more and more fluent because they're having these additional opportunities to read.
Sun.
Chapter 1 is an organisation that is driven by moral purpose. What they want is for children to be able to read. What chapter 1 does is just give that additional opportunity.
One of my favourite things about chapter 1 is seeing the children read for pleasure and that they really do enjoy reading, and it does definitely plant the seed of that love of reading just for the fun of it.
5.
Children statistically do improve their reading levels, but it's the other things that come about as well. So that enthusiasm for reading, or a child who, the teacher barely hears their voice sometimes amongst the 30 children that they're working with, but who has developed this confidence because they've got this adult who's phoning especially for them. So we've had children on this project who have been almost mute, but through the confidence that they've gained with this other relationship, they have found their voice.
Chapter 1 fits in perfectly with why I became a teacher. I became a teacher to change little people's lives, and the volunteers are helping to change little people's lives with their taking the time to help them to learn to read.